Just a little patient, guys. We have a little technical issues. We'll be going live shortly. Just be patient with us. We're already live, but we cannot get our feed to you. So just be patient. Our feed will soon be up so that we can get to you straight on. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We are having some technical issues. We are trying to see if we can upload our screen to you. Just a little patient. We'll come to you with coding. It's going to be a beautiful night tonight. Hello, everyone. You're welcome. Welcome for tonight coding and programming lessons. This is your trainer, Austin Imoro. We have a technical issue we are dealing with when it was time for us to come back live after our tests. When it was exactly 15 minutes to 8, our power went out and we just restored power. We are trying to configure the system so that we can upload our full content to you so that you can see our interface, how we start the coding and everything we need to do. Just exercise a little patience. And if you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up, an emoji or something so that I will know that we're on the same page. Okay, while we wait for upload of our video so that you can see our full template, I want you to do something for me. If you know anything about coding and programming, just put it in the comment section. And what you anticipate to learn tonight, just put it in the comment section too. What you anticipate to learn, put it in the comment section. What you know about coding so far, whether you think it's difficult or you think it's hard, whether you think that is something that you cannot do or something that is very hard, just put it up there. We'll get back to you in a few minutes when we're able to get our image up. Okay, I think while we wait for the system to come on, let's begin to attend to some of your questions. Somebody said placing the variable is hard. Well, I will guarantee you that there's nothing hard about coding. It's as simple as you ordering for a plate of rice from a restaurant and the kitchen cook it for you and present it to you. So, like somebody said here in the comment section, coding is like instruction, giving your computer or your browser an instruction asking it to do something and it's going to do it. And it's just for you to know the right language. That's exactly how easy coding is. So, like the restaurant, showing up in a restaurant and you are ordering for a plate of rice. Now, so long you know how to give that instruction for the plate of rice, the kitchen will deliver your plate of rice. So someone said, I want to understand HTML and CSS scripting. That is beautiful. That is the first thing we're going to look at. And another person said, I'm a beginner. Yes, this class is actually for beginners, right? So we are actually going down to uh, the very, very foundation and make sure that you understand it. Now, if I say coding is not hard, it is because I know it is not hard. And it is because I know exactly how we can go down to the barest minimum for us to actually understand how this work, right? Now, someone said, I don't have any knowledge of coding at all, but I'm passionate about learning it. That is the spirit. So if you're passionate about learning coding, you are in the right place. Uh, Someone said, I want to learn more about coding, which means this person already know a few things about coding. Okay. Martina Itoya, you said, I am a beginner with no prior knowledge. Whatever whatsoever about coding and programming. I hope this course will be taught in the simplest form for better comprehension. That's exactly what we're going to do tonight. We want to teach it in the simplest form in a way that anybody can understand it. Now, Gift Aliu said, I want to know more about the HTML and Python. Beautiful. And we're actually going to start from HTML and we advance to Python. So you are going to get details about HTML. Then Treasure said coding is the process of writing instructions that the computer can understand and perform specific tasks. Yes, that's what we said before. So it is as easy as you showing up in a restaurant and you are ordering, you are giving an instruction to order for something, and your computer will do the rest. So long you know how to order, Cynthia Ewere said, coding is something I think is not difficult. I think it's all about numbers or letter to identify figures. Well, that's good. It's about there are numbers, there are variables, there are properties, there are tags, there are a few things. It's actually really easy. Once you get a hang of it, you will be very excited that you know it and you'll be able to practice effectively. Like somebody said, they want to practice more. Yes, practicing more is the way forward. Then Kenneth said, coding is what we can really learn, but the practical is seriously needed. Yes, that's why we're here trying to get our video up so that you can see live coding. First, we're going to explain every principle to you about coding, and we're going to make everything as easy as possible for you to know exactly what is coding, what is programming, and all that. For you to know exactly what it is so that you will see us do it live and you will also follow us to do it. You will practice. So that is why we are here tonight. Um, God's Delight said, I would love to get familiar with coding languages. Yes, there are several languages. We're going to take a look at all of them. There are actually three major languages, and three major. We're going to look at them by the time our system is up. I wanted to be able to see them, to see the three major. There are a lot under the three majors. Anybody can say, I'm using this, I'm using that, I'm using Scratch, I'm using Python, I'm using a C Sharp or C++, I'm using HTML, CSS, whatever. There are several of them, but you are going to see how we will group them and It will be quite interesting when we group them into uh, an understanding three-leg layer. Charity Payo said, coding in programming is only easy when you understand the programming language that suits what you want. Well, that is true to a very large extent. Whatever you want to do, you must know the language that will suit it far better than all other languages. So you must know. Unwako Sunday said, "I'm a beginner and wishing to be taught." Don't worry, you are going to get a full dose of it by the time we unveil. We're able to get our system up and running. Okay, Bosochika said, familiar with coding blocks. I think you are referring to Scratch. Coding blocks, yeah, that is a nice way to start. It's easy, and all you need to do is just pick and drop and pick and drop. So those are the easy part of coding. And uh, Samuel Gaio said, I want to learn how to link HTML and CSS. That is wonderful. That is part of our agenda tonight, how we can link CSS to HTML. So we're going, like I said, we're starting from the very basics. The very basics, that's what we're starting from. And those bases are HTML and CSS. So by the time you understand these basics, every other thing will follow. I got a question from Amos Pogosin. You asked, please, for those of us who don't have laptops but only Android phone, hope it will be easier to learn coding and programming. I don't think it is going to be easier, but you can still do a few things with your Android phone, so long it's a smartphone, so long you can enter Scratch, so long you can enter some other platform we're going to recommend for you, like Dogpile and the rest of them. You might be able to understand or take a swipe at some code and programming. However, every programmer need a laptop. Every programmer need a laptop. You need a laptop for you to be able to do this. Now, while we are still waiting for this to come up, want you guys to do me a favor. Those of you that have a laptop, open your laptop and try to find where notepad is in your laptop, because that is where we're going to start from after we explain the principle behind coding and programming. We're going to start by using the barest tool that everybody have in their system without downloading anything or installing anything, right? The list of the tools that every window does have is notepad. So you can go look for notepad on your system. You can go look for notepad on your system, and where to find notepad in case you don't know where it is to go to start. Then if you have used it before, you are going to see it right there uh, among your desktop. Your search on your taskbar, search for notepad, and notepad will display itself depending on the kind of window you are using. If you are using window 11, just do that and you will see it. Or you go to start, then you scroll down to where you have your N, right? You will see your notepad. Now let's look at I think Tina Ojekere said, coding is the art of writing code, such as in a specific way that the computer can understand. That is true. Now, like I will often say in the beginning of all my trainings, if you speak a language to someone who is not a native of that language or understand the language, they are not going to understand you. All right. So when you speak English to a browser, for example, or you speak English to a Python interface, what we call the VS Code, or any of those visual editor or text editor, when you speak English to them, they're not going to understand you. Now, if you don't understand what I mean by text editor or visual editor or code editor, just relax. We're going to show you those things as we progress. As I was talking about those who already have their system and you're ready, I said go look for notepad. To find a notepad on your system, I say you can click on your start, then recent added icon I'm going to show. Just scroll down to where you have your N. You can most computers they are arranged in alphabetical order. So if you scroll down, you will find your N and you'll find your notepad. Or you can simply search from the search bar, depending on the window that you are using. You can search on the search bar. When you search on the search bar, it will display itself immediately. So I just did what I asked you to do because system is already booting. And I already found my notepad and I open it, or it's trying to open anyway. It's still slow. I hope I'll be able to come up, show you the screen very soon. So Albert said, want to learn more about coding. Uh, Obida Messi said, I will love to know more about coding. All right. Coding is a process of writing instruction that a computer can understand and follow. That is Lucky Agedo. Now, let's see if we can set this thing up so that we can start. Okay, while we're still waiting, the system is putting now. We're about to see our studio, the studio we're going to use to go live with you. While we're still waiting, we can just take a look at a few stuff. Um, Tinia Hope, you said, I think coding and programming, please teach it in the way I will understand. Well, I think you can understand. You are going to understand the way we teach it because so long you can click and paste, carry and type, uh, you'll be able to do coding pretty soon. As a matter of fact, our hope is that before tonight ends, you will be able to write your first code. If not, we're going to have a fresh class for coding and programming to catch up with the time that we've lost so far tonight. We're going to face that time very quickly, maybe tomorrow midday or tomorrow evening, as the case may be. If the time is good for everyone, we're going to reschedule our class for that time. However, we are still hoping that we're able to at least see a few things tonight on the screen for us to understand how this work. Like as I was saying, it is easy. Don't worry yourself. It is something that you can do. So long you can click, right click, copy, paste, you understand a few things uh, about mathematics that you were taught. That's just normal numbers, right? Normal numbers equals to column, dash. You understand all those things? You can code. All you need to do is to know how to arrange those things in the right order so that you can have the right result. Like I said, I want that to be at the back of your mind. It is like ordering for food in a restaurant, because when you order for food in a restaurant, so long you know exactly what you want in your menu, you will be served. That is how easy it is. All right? That is how easy it is. So just sit tight. You will understand this. It's something that is quite easy. A lot of people here have heard about it. You must have been scared that, okay, this thing, they said it's for mathematician, but I want you to be rest assured that you can do it. So long you can click, so long you can paste, so long you can copy, so long you can type, and so long you understand the basic mathematics, mathematical symbols, and uh, a few other what we call special characters. If you can understand how those things, will show you how to put them in place. Therefore, some of you who already have a pre-knowledge about coding, and what you have been trying to do is to memorize the entire coding structure, or you memorize the variants and the variables. And when it comes to HTML, you memorize the tags and the heads and all that. And when it comes to CSS, you try to memorize the properties and the tools. Please don't do that. You don't have to memorize anything. You need to study as you use. And by the time you keep practicing and practicing, then you will be able to master them. There is no one, no matter how good you are, that will say he has all the coding variants, variables, tags, header, all in his head. Even if you have the coding for the past 10 years, there are still some that you will go and look for. You go and search for them and say, okay, what is the code for so and so color? Now, I might know an IP address in my head without thinking about it, but when it comes to colors, I need to find the codes of colors. So that is why we have dictionaries for these things. So you have dictionary for different kind of names, starting from what we call the terminology. They will not come down to a few other stuff that are IT names and variants and variables. We have dictionary for that. So you can always refer to dictionary to get what you are looking for. So in case you are thinking you need to memorize all that stuff, no, you don't have to. You don't have to memorize them. So you need to practice a lot. Yes, practice will give you the full and the full intellectual speed that you need, but you don't have to memorize them. So now that you've taken memorizing out of the equation, and you also take the fact that, okay, you don't need to do mathematical calculation, the if variant and the strings will help you do all those calculations for you. Now that you know that, put your mind at rest because you can actually do this. Now, if you are just getting in, if you are just getting in, if you are just getting in, the sound is not there. If you are just getting in, put it on mute. The sound is not there because I'm not talking anymore. I'm just trying to load the system. We actually have a crash system right now that I'm trying to load. And by the time we are done loading it, then we'll show you the screen. So we can't get to the screen right now. That's why we're trying to ensure that we share some few basics principle. Maybe I should just keep talking, but I feel if I keep talking, you might not understand what I am saying. However, I actually instructed that you open your uh, notepad. Let me know on the comment section if you have opened your notepad. Let me know in the comment section so that I can instruct you further what to put on your comment section, on your notepad. Okay, for the benefit of those just coming, I can see someone, Matthew, saying, yes, I have opened the notepad. Then someone has said, I can't connect to my notepad. I've opened the notepad. Now, every language has its own opening, and you can actually use your notepad to write your CSS, your HTML, your Python, your C sharp. You can use your notepad to actually write different kind of script, right? So long it is a script, you can use your notepad to write it. So we actually have what we call a text editor, which is Notepad is one of those text editor. We have what we call the VS Code. The VS Code is also a Microsoft product, what we call a Visual Studio Code. It's an editor as well. We have other code editor like Scratch, and this will allow us to actually write some few stuff. Now for Notepad, I ask you to open a Notepad and I want you to do something on the Notepad so that you will write your first script tonight, even if we cannot see the screen, right? So I want you to do something. You are going to open your notepad. And on your notepad, you are going to type uh, greater than, greater than. You look at the comment section. My assistant is going to help to drop those things right now. Greater than HTML. Let's try our hands on first HTML, right? Greater than HTML. Then you can also have a greater than head, just normal head. Then you can have write anything you want. Then you will close by having greater than forward slash HTML less than. Now I will explain the first basic rules to us. I don't think this is the best way to actually get us on board, because teaching like this will make some people think that it is difficult. So I think we need to have our screen up so we can push this class forward uh, to tomorrow by 4 p.m. I think we can do that, because if I begin to put on the comment section, some persons might think this thing is hard because I know it is, right? So if I ask my assistant to put on the comment section so that you can see the HTML tags and heads, you might think it is hard. So I would like us to reschedule for tomorrow, 4 or 5 p.m. If you are with us on 4 or 5 p.m., I want to see you drop a hand, a thumbs up. There is another class by 8 p.m. tomorrow, so we cannot crash into their 8 p.m. Another class is holding 8 p.m. tomorrow on this same platform. So if we can do it uh, by 4, 5, or even 6, it will be nice so that you have all your time. So 5 p.m., somebody said 5 p.m. is ideal. 8 p.m., there is another class for 8 p.m. There is another class for 8 p.m. 7 p.m., the time will be too short for you. Okay, somebody says 6 p.m. Let's do 5. By 5, we'll already be online. We can delay for 30 minutes to wait for others to join us. All right? Okay, 5 is okay. I can see a lot of people saying 5, 5, 5. Okay. Because I want us to see the screen. If you don't see the screen, you are not going to have the full benefit. All right. I think 5 p.m. has it. So between 5 and 7, we'll be online so that you can get to see our screen and we can have a full course between 5 and 7. Let's say 5 to 6:30. We'll show you the screen so that we can have a full course tomorrow. All right, guys. 5. We'll see each other 5. I'm going to go offline anytime from now so that I'll try to sort out this crashed studio where we were streaming from. So, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow by 5. So, we are going to drop this same link for you on our WhatsApp platform for you to join us tomorrow by 5. So, that said, have a wonderful night rest. See you guys tomorrow.